Hey guys, so what is the time actually? It's only 3 o'clock and I'm going to jump on and have a chat about the book because that's a new exciting thing. I was meant to do this earlier this morning. I was meant to do this lots of other times actually, but it's also, as well as being book launch day, it's my birthday. So I have been doing the birthday things today, and trying to kind of be present and mindful and doing birthday stuff with the family. And the book launch is very secondary, which is, I'm sure, not how a lot of people would launch a book. But it's been a really interesting way for me, and it's certainly forced me to kind of detach from the outcome a little bit. Thank you, Catherine. Everyone's saying happy birthday. It's been a weird mix today. Like, people have been sending lots of messages and lots of congratulations, and also coming up to me. Like, we've been out in public, people have been coming up to me, even at the restaurant we were at, people were coming up and be like, oh my god. And I'm kind of like, oh, is this like a birthday thing? Is this a book thing? I don't know thing. Sometimes it's a book thing, sometimes it's been a birthday thing, sometimes it's been a hey, I know you from Instagram thing. It's just been a very weird day. It's been amazing, but it's been weird. I even turned up to the restaurant and one of my beautiful best friends had organised flowers there for me. So that was a total shock, but it was lovely too. So celebrating turning 29 today, which is like, when did that happen? And also celebrating the launch of my book with very overtanned hands, as you can see. I tried out a new solution last night, and I'm not a fan. Obviously, I'm not a fan. So this is the book, and I'm pretty excited, and I'm super proud of it, and it's a thing that I made with my own two hands, and that's pretty cool. So I wanted to jump on and answer any questions. Orders have been going through all day. It's a bit delayed for me. I don't exactly know when people place orders straight away, because it is through like proper legitimate book channels. It's not just me selling them through my website. So I don't always know when someone's ordered. I also cannot help much with any like shipping questions, inquiries like that, or like, when is my book getting here? Anything like that, like any technical stuff around that, I actually can't help you with. I don't know. It's all through where you order. So if you order through Amazon and you have questions about it, you have to contact Amazon. If you order it through Target, if you're in the US, you have to contact Target. If you order it off eBay, you have to contact them there. Like, I don't actually have control over a lot of that stuff, which is funny, because the reason I decided to self-publish, because I wanted control. But what I wanted control over was the content of the book and the design and the energy around it, the intention, the voice. That's what I wanted control over. I couldn't give a rat's ass about distribution channels. That's just me. So yeah, that's my book, and it is on sale officially today. Everyone who pre-ordered, your books should be getting shipped out today. Well, they're because it's printed as it's print on demand. So when you order, that's when they print the book and they send it out. So everyone who pre-ordered will be getting their book sent out today. And then everyone who orders as you order, they will be getting printed and sent to you, which is really exciting. So I'm hoping you guys should have the books in your hands over the next week or so, which has really been what it's all about. So everyone, I did send out about 10 copies to people who had contributed to the book in some way, through sharing their story with me, through like my incredible designer who did the front cover and the logo. That's Rackers on Instagram, Rackers. She was amazing to work with. She designed all the elements for like the little money notes and stuff for the book, so I sent her a copy. So a few people have got copies of the book, and obviously I gave one to like my mum and my in-laws and my best friends. Everyone who's really, really been close to me on this journey's got a copy of the book. But in terms of like getting it out to the public, it is a little bit scary. Like, as much as I'm excited about it, I'm also terrified that you guys can actually order it. That's a little bit terrifying, if I'm super honest. But I'm excited too. I'm very excited. So I want to know if you guys have any questions about the book. I'm just going to share the table of contents with you guys and then a little bit what to expect. And let me know if you've got any questions. So the book starts off with the dedication to my husband and my kids and some other people in there. We do an introduction. I give you a gift. Actually, there's a free gift involved too. So when you read the book, chapter 2 is called The Gift. And there's actually a link in there where you can actually go to my website and download something extra special for you guys as well that purchase the book. We talk about the beginning, not so fast, Dear Money. And then basically go through the steps to clearing your limiting beliefs around money and transforming your relationship with money. So that's essentially what this book is. It is identifying your limiting beliefs around money, identifying what type of relationship you have with money, and then doing the work to actually move through it, move past it, and create new beliefs and new exciting, wealthy future for you. So this book is not so much about use these particular crystals to manifest money, or here's how you stage your wallet to manifest more money, or here's the journaling prompts that I use every day to call in more wealth. That's going to be book number 2. This is book number 1. This is like, let's deal with your shit on the subconscious level. Like, let's go in, figure it out, rewire it, and then rewrite it. That's what this book is about. Now, it is not a fluffy book. It is not go wash your face. It's not something you can just like chill out and read to put you in a relaxing mood. It's not. Like, and it's straight up, it's not. And I know that. It was never the intention to be a super fun, relaxing book. This is a profound, transformative, impactful, life-changing book. And that's the idea. So a couple of girls I sent it to, they're like, I've cried on like chapter 2, and like, what are you doing to me? My whole life feels like a lie. And it's like, this is the point. And so I wrote a chapter in it called Hold Up, whereas basically I want to prep you for what's going into it. Does it take a lot of commitment to stick to? No, it doesn't. I feel like you do have to be ready for it though. Like, you've got to want to change. This book, I think you've got to be at a point where you're like, no, I need to do things differently moving forward. And this is going to show you how to do things differently. But it's not, and anyone can buy, like, I can't control what you guys do. You can buy a book and you can read it back to front and you can action nothing. And that's cool if that's what you want to do. But me, when I buy a book like this, which is like forcing me to have a look at myself and work through my shit, I do it because it's like, well, why was the point? What was the point of doing it? I did make the book quite short though, because I wanted every single word to count. Like, it's not a huge book, because as well, like, I've bought so many books that were massive books, and I was like, oh, this is going to be great. And then I've struggled to get through it. I've struggled to find time to read it. I'm like, get halfway through and I'm not feeling this. I'm not resonating. I'm skipping parts. And I just didn't want anyone to feel that way about my book. I wanted to give everything. I wanted no fluff in this. I just wanted it to be gold. Every single sentence, gold. Every single, yeah. Mental commitment, a little bit, yeah. Yeah, like, we're talking about transforming your relationship with money. It's going to take a little bit of commitment. I don't think it's something that you sit down like, okay, every day I have to dedicate an hour and a half to doing this particular practice or particular exercise. But I do talk a lot in the end of the book about integrating what we've done and integrating what we've learned into the small daily actions that we take every day, into the words that we speak, into the thoughts that we have. I wouldn't say it's a huge mental load or a huge mental commitment. It's not like you've got to wipe the books clean and be like, okay, I have to focus on this for 90 days and this is my intention. This is like everything I need to do. It's not like joining, doing a weight loss program or doing a diet or something like that, because we all know that type of intensity doesn't work. It's just very small choices over a long period of time with consistency. I reckon consistency more than commitment. Consistency, intention, and energy. That's really what this is about, is calling into awareness to your intention and energy, and that matters more than 99% of the rest of the stuff. Small books, woo. Yes, having a small book was very important to me. And I know for a lot of people, they were like, and I was approached by some publishing houses back in 2018, and they were like, this is the minimum word count we need, this is the minimum pages we need, and I just didn't vibe with that at all, because the energy would then be like, I would be writing to fill a word count. So when I decided to publish myself, even though I had offers through publishing houses, it was purely to have that control of not feeling like I was trying to hit a word count or sound like someone else, or like they're like, oh, if you want to be published in these particular stores, you can't swear in your book. And I'm like, well, that's not me at all. So I really wanted creative control over my book in a very big way. I want it to be a small book. The most impactful book I've ever read in my life was Jim Rohn's Season of Life. And the thickness of that book is like a quarter of mine. And it is still one of the most profound books I've ever read in my life. And it was a tiny book. And the other two great books that I always went back to, and they're covered in highlighter and the pages are battered and coffee stained. All the books that I actually go back to and read again and again and again were small. They're small books. So I didn't want to just write a huge book for the sake of writing a huge book. Ironically though, I finished this book, it's published, and it's not even, it's been out in the world maybe 12 hours. And I have book number 2, 4,000 words into book number 2. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And then reminding myself to chill out a little bit, Shona, it's fine. That will happen. So yeah, that's the book. So a lot of people have been asking, let me make sense for a minute and think about this. What have people been asking me? If you have questions, put them in now and I'm going to try and answer them. What have people been asking? People have been asking if they can have a signed copy. I have signed some copies that got sent to people who helped me contribute the book, or they got sent to women who were part of my Sexy Selfish Elite membership. So if you want a signed copy of the book, you have to join the Elite membership, and you will get a pack of my card deck, and you will get a signed copy of the book, or work with me privately as a client, which I'll be opening up some spots for August soon. That's the only way to get a signed copy. I have been thinking about running a competition to give away a signed copy, but at the moment there is no way you can buy a signed copy, purely just because it's run through someone, the actual distribution and printing of the book happens somewhere else. It doesn't happen in my home. I don't want to be selling and posting out books every single day for the rest of my life, because my goal for this book is for it to reach hundreds of thousands of women. And if I was sitting here posting out every book individually, that would contradict what I'm trying to manifest. I'm trying to manifest impacting hundreds of thousands of women. So I'm not sending out the books myself, because my life does not allow for sitting there and addressing hundreds of thousands of postage bags. So it's through a distribution house. You cannot buy a signed copy, but if you are part of the Sexy Selfish Elite membership, if you work with me privately for coaching, I will post you individually with a handwritten note and lots of love, a signed copy. I will be doing a giveaway in the next few weeks for the last signed copy that I have, and I will be giving that away to someone, which will be really cool. Make sure you're on the newsletter list for more information about that giveaway too. What else have people been asking? Where they can buy the book. Right. So obviously Amazon's really the place that I would recommend to buy it from. That's just makes sense to me. That's where I buy a lot of books from. You can buy it from Dymocks, you can buy it from Booktopia. If you're in the US, you can order it from Target. I'm not sure where it's in the UK at the moment. It's also on eBay. There are plenty of places to buy the book. You just have to figure out what works best for you. Whether you want, some of them have faster shipping options, some of them have Afterpay. Amazon just works for me. That's what I'm going to promote through. I also like Amazon because it allows, I really want people to be able to go on once they've purchased the book, once they've read it, and leave a review on Amazon. So that's where I will be promoting that people buy it from. But if you Google Goodbye Money Guilt, you'll be able to find it. Anyway, there's lots of different places. I'm hoping No, I'm not hoping. I'm manifesting that it will be in stores in Australia, Big W's and Targets, ASAP. And it is available through public libraries here in South Australia. I'm not sure about interstate yet, but in South Australia, you can actually go to any public library, ask them to order it in for you, and they will basically order one of the copies, or they'll get it in from another library so that you can borrow. I'm not sure how many they'll have in circulation, so you might be on a wait list for that. But if that's really the way you want to go, that is going to be available at public libraries too. So Amazon, there's lots of different places you can buy it from, but you can't buy it directly from my website, which is the main point that I want to make here. And you can't DM me and ask to buy a copy either, because I'm just going to send you the Amazon link. So that's probably the easiest way to get the book, and it will be shipped to you nice and promptly. I'm very excited for you guys to hold this in your hand. The other thing I've been asked is when the ebook's coming out. So the published books first. It's not hardcover. I could keep calling it hardcover because it's a hard, tangible thing. But the paperback is available now and has been open for pre-orders for, I think, maybe 2 weeks. But yeah, it's available now and will be shipped directly to you. If you want the ebook version, if you don't want the hardcover for whatever minimalist reasons you would like, the ebook will be available on August 1st. That will be coming. So, yeah. I think that's what I've been asked. Do I do signed copies? No. Where do I get it from? Probably Amazon. Is it a big commitment? It's a consistency and it's a way of life moving forward. This book will change your life if you let it. If you let it, and if you're open to receiving, and if you're open to seeing the world a little bit differently, this book will change your fucking life. But if you're closed off and you don't want to, no amount of books or personal development webinars or anything is gonna help change things. The choice has to come from you first. What else have I been asked about it? Where they can buy Amazon? No signed copies. Oh yeah, I have no control over shipping, distribution, questions. That all has to go through where you're buying the book from. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of this baby. If you do buy it, if you have bought it already, because there was heaps of pre-orders, please, once you get it and read it, go and leave a review on Amazon for the book, and that will help more people know what to look for when they find it. Also, if you have a local bookstore or anything, you can go in and ask them to order the book for you, because they can actually go online and order it through their wholesale type of thing. So if you really want this book, you can go into your local bookstores, you can go into Big W, you can go into Target, and you can request that they get it in for you, that they order it in. But probably the easiest way to get it right now is through Amazon. So today I launched my book and I turned 28, and that's pretty cool, considering once upon a time I was a little girl dreaming of being an author and holding her book in her own hand. And I've had lots of people over the years be like, you're a really good writer. And then I've also had people be like, you're a terrible writer. And guess what, guys? I still can't spell. I still cannot spell. There is something in my head that just can't get it right. So let me just say thank God for Grammarly. That's the most important thing. And the philosophy when working on this book with the whole team that I worked on it with was basically, it doesn't have phone call. Basically, that doesn't have to be perfect to change people's lives. That was the whole motto with this. And it's let's not sit on this for another 5 years while we get it perfect and tweak it and, hit the perfect word count and all that crap. That's so external. Let's just get this message out into the world, change some fucking lives, and help women step into their most abundant versions of themselves. So basically, shameless plug, go buy my book because it's awesome and it will change your life if you let it. And thank you for all the support, really. Thank you for all the support and love and questions and sharing and messages and cards and flowers. Just thank you. Thank you so much for supporting my little dream. I love you guys, and I can't wait for you to get your hands on this book, which I have poured my entire life and passion and heart into. Have an amazing day. I am going to go make another coffee with my new coffee machine, and then, I don't know, probably go watch some Very Cavallari to celebrate my birthday, because I'm a mum and that's about as exciting as it's getting. Bye, guys.